Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Today I just want to speak about the words that we speak, especially when we are frustrated. The things we tell ourselves instead of doing affirmations in the morning, you're busy just destroying your mind. You're changing your mindset by feeding it negative statements. Sometimes we think that these words are not powerful because we say we say them out of anger, or sometimes we think that these words don't mean anything. But once you speak a word, then it still carries the same amount of power as a word that maybe comes from a positive side. So anytime you're frustrated, maybe children are disturbing you, you start cursing, saying, I don't want to have children anymore because these are very stubborn. Or maybe it's your spouse who is doing something. You start saying, I don't want to be married because if this is what marriage is all about, then I don't want to be a part of it. It could be anything. It could be even your work environment that maybe is toxic. You start saying that I don't want to be employed. You're giving the enemy, the devil, a ground to stand on and frustrate you. Remember, the devil came to steal, kill, and destroy. And when you give him a negative word out of your mind, then he takes it and picks it, and knows that, this person has this negativity in themselves. And he will take it and magnify it. And guess what? Maybe when you'll be looking for a job, he will make sure you're not getting one. When you'll be looking for a spouse, he'll make sure that you're not getting one. When you'll be looking for a child, he'll make sure that you're not getting one because of a careless word that you say. In fact, I always often just wish that even the marriage vows are changed. From in sickness and in health to, you and I will stand against sickness and against poverty and against all those things. Because when you say in sickness, it's like you're accepting some things into your marriage. Yes, they might happen. No one says it's going to be perfect. But when you understand the power of your word, you are not going to be saying any negative word, not to yourself, not to your spouse, not to your child, especially children. Children's futures are very sensitive. You as a parent has the responsibility of shaping that future using your positive words. And some of you millennials, you had toxic parents. You had parents who were bitter with their lives, parents who, things are not just working. And sometimes, you hear a parent telling you, I regret having you. If it were not for you, I'd be having a nice time of my life. So you sit there asking yourself, okay, and who told you to get me anyway? So you millennials, be very careful, because the toxicity that you're carrying might end up affecting 4 generations that will come from you if you do not change, if you do not go for therapy, if you do not choose to heal, and if you do not choose to be intentional with your words, especially when you're addressing your children. Anytime that your child does a mistake, do not magnify that mistake by speaking more negative things. For example, your child does something, correct that child with love. Show that child the direction they should go with love. Show them the mistake that they made. But do not start abusing these children. Because imagine you're abusing your child. When they go out there, the world is also tough on them. So what do you expect this child to emerge as being? They can never be positive. So start by speaking positive words to yourself, even during frustrating situations, so that, the power of your tongue creates life and does not destroy it. So that, again, you do not give the enemy, the devil, a platform to start frustrating you. And thirdly, so that you guard 4 generations that will come from you. And you might not be able to conceive a child, okay? But there are children who God has entrusted in your hands. They could be children from relatives. They could be children you've adopted. Those children are under your trust. They are your responsibility. Their futures are shaped by you and what you say. So